Hello, everyone. Once again, there's a whole bunch in Transformers to talk about. I was almost going to call this a news roundup, but really, a news roundup on a Thursday is a little bit weird. Like, news roundup is like a Sunday, Monday thing, like just the stuff over the course of the week. And this really isn't even over the course of a week. This is like in like the span of a day or two, a ton of stuff has come out, a ton of stuff's been revealed, and there's a lot of it I'd like to talk about. So we're just gonna cover like this 48-hour span where a ton of stuff dropped and we got a whole bunch of new info. And we'll just call it like new figure releases, leaks, whatever. But we're going to start with Wave 4 of Legacy, which now has listings up in the Walmart and Target computers, etc. So we finally get a little bit of info on what the Wave breakdown is going to be. So Wave 4 Deluxes are going to include repacks of Wheeljack and Cheetor. This is Wheeljack's third release. Look, Hasbro, I know you need to get more releases out of each mold to make money. We don't need Wheeljack 3 times. We didn't need him a second time. You know, it's legacy. You paint him blue and copper and call him Slicer. You paint him green and black and call him Downshift from Cybertron. It's legacy. You can get away with that. Say it's a Cybertron release. It's about as accurate as your Bulkhead release, isn't it? It's just frustrating. It's frustrating. I understand if a figure's popular, okay, cycle it back in. But really, no. The repacking Cheetor too. Like I don't. How could they need a repack of that? That just comes across like they're filling out the. It just feels like they're buffering out the wave. Like that they don't they're so deprived on releases that we're just gonna get Cheetor again, even though we've had that toy. We're up to like 3 other uses of that figure already between Netflix Shadow Panther and the upcoming Night Prowler. All bases should be covered there. There shouldn't be any need to re-release that mold at any point, but we're gonna get it. The one new bit there is we have confirmation that Breakdown, one of our Stunticons, is going to hold off until Wave 4, and then in the Voyager side, we're going to get Twincast, which is great because Twincast, despite how many blaster molds have come out, has never been done since G1. Usually because Blaster is always a retool of Soundwave, or in a rare case, Soundwave is a retool of Blaster. Here we are in a rare stance where they have separate molds, so they get separate repaints. I believe Soundwave is getting repacked as well, but we're also I'm probably expecting some kind of Sound Blaster, maybe Shattered Glass. Hey, Hasbro, get me a Marvel, give me a Marvel Soundwave. Like in the purple and like the steel blue. Like I really like those colors. Can you do that for me? But good on Twincast getting a new figure finally. Interesting to see what they're going to do with Eject, because if he is gang molded to Blaster's chest, that means he's going to end up red on this toy. Not sure how that's gonna look, but we'll see. It might be off. It might be a separate figure, and we'll just get rewind that way. We'll find out. We have more listings. This one is for Transformers Legacy Velocitron. This is basically just confirming the Walmart subline and basically what we are getting. So, Road Rocket, RC retool, Deluxe Burnout. Burnout's a name that's only popped up like once in Transformers fiction, and it's super obscure. So this feels completely new, or I don't even know. Or it might be a name swap. It might be someone's name that isn't around anymore. Let's see. Clampdown. So the police redeco of Sideswipe. So that Sideswipe mold has been beaten to death. We're gonna beat it a little bit more. Blur is probably going to fall in line with the 86 Bumblebee figures, where it's probably going to be just more accurate deco tone. or potentially more toy accurate, one or the other. Like, I don't expect it to be anything outside of just like a slight variation on the previous Blur. Cosmos is the interesting one. Now, do you actually get a deluxe Cosmos released? It would be a completely new mold, which for one of these like Walmart exclusive lines would be a first. Or do they just retool Origin Bumblebee, which I think would be super boring, and really not representative of Cosmos. I think it'd be a disservice to the boy. I'm hoping for proper deluxe. I'm hoping for proper deluxe, that like chunky, like stout build that he has. I don't want like the super scrawny, like modern, like he's been working out kind of uh kind of God, brain blanking. I don't want that Cosmos. We've gotten that Cosmos. I want accurate Cosmos. I'm afraid we're not going to get that. We'll find out, though. Find out. Fingers crossed we actually get to see these. How about some more listings? How about that? These are DCPI numbers out of Target, so we can get a little bit of info on some upcoming stuff. So, one listing is for the Smash Changer from the 7th movie, 3149. Keep in mind, what they're releasing as the Smash Change Optimus in Cyberverse is the movie design, or at least one of the movie designs that's getting toys. So this is likely just a repack of that released the way it was intended to be released, except we're probably not going to get it for a long time. It's codenamed Oscar, by the way. I can't remember who that is because they change code names all the time for each movie. We got movie 7 Hurricane at $15.99. Oddball price point. Not sure who that would go to. Hurricane is a Euro G1 character. I severely doubt anyone working on the movie actually knows that. So who knows who that's going to end up being. We're getting what's called an Evergreen Deluxe 3-pack for $62.99. At that price point, I feel like, and because it's Bumblebee Evergreen, I feel like that's going to be Cyberverse Deluxes, probably Optimus, Bumblebee, and Megatron. It's going to be the ones that had the Build-A-Figure parts. That's my guess right now, and those are 3 really nice figures, so it makes sense to put those out as a 3-pack. I'm just guessing that that's who it's going to be. Based on the price, though, because if it was normal deluxes, it'd be like $75, or at least 70. Since it's under that, probably Cyberverse figures, and because it's Evergreen, it's going to be those Evergreen designs they use in Cyberverse. That's the guess. Don't hold me to it, but that's what I'm going with. There's also a Legacy multi-pack for $73.99. No clue on what that's going to be. Obviously, Legacy figures. I don't know why it's done up as a buzzworthy Bumblebee exclusive, but that's interesting at least. And again, here, $73.99. That's about what I would figure for a 3-pack of current deluxes. Disgusting as that reality is to think about pricing wise. Maybe 2 deluxes and a Voyager, maybe, or maybe or like 3 deluxes and a core thrown in. Who knows? Who knows? And then we have the confirmation there is a Legacy Titan on the way, and we know from the leaks it's going to be Cybertron Metroplex at $189.99. That is a very hard pill for me to swallow. I don't think that is I don't think that's a fantastic design in the first place, let alone to be the first Titan to have like such a big jump in price. We'll see how it goes. I hope it does well, both for being a Cybertron fan as well as, not wanting the Titans to flounder. Because there's still ones I would like to see. How about actual toys we got to see? Let's actually look at real physical objects. I'm sorry, it's Transformers Red. I said real toys. I apologize for that. I'm being mean. All right, so Transformers Red had 2 new releases, or at least 2 new announcements. We have Shockwave, who honestly doesn't make it makes a little bit of sense as a red figure because Shockwave can't be released without being compromised because we can't do this gun mode anymore. He looks nice. He does look really, really good. Like, it's spot on his animation model. So if you're going for like that cartoon accurate shelf with your red figures, spot on. Comes with different blast effects, which is nice. Comes with a Megatron and gun mode. I can't recall G1 Shockwave using Megatron in gun mode because Shockwave turns into a gun. Why would he? I really wish they leaned into it the way the Masterpiece toy did and comes with Shockwave as a gun. Because that's like one of the more famous animation errors in this show. Also, it means my other red figures could have a Shockwave gun. My other red figures being like the two I own. And then moving on, we have Galvatron, as seen in the movie. I think they like mark him as 86 movie Galvatron because like in anime, one, it lets them do the Matrix accessory, but two, it also means they don't have to sculpt some like manic crazy voice. They can just have him looking mean and it's accurate. He's a nice looking figure, don't get me wrong. It's a very nice looking Galvatron. He falls into the same trap I find a lot of Transformers Red toys fall into. There's already a Galvatron toy on the market that already looks like this and actually transforms. Yes, it's like 50 some dollars compared to like the $19.99, $22.99, whatever this is going to be. But the point is, you're producing the same. There's no demand for a non-transforming version of the character when a transforming version is right there on the same shelf. And Legacy's re-releasing Galvatron without the battle damage deco, by the way. And I have a whole rant about that saved up. Don't worry, I'm talking that at some point. I just feel like it's a continued miscue from releasing Cheetor at the same time and Primal at the same time. You know, all these characters that already had toys on the shelves, and then they also have Red figures. I feel like Red should be for designs that are very hard to produce. Red Knockout from Prime, I think, is a perfect example because he's not a character who's probably going to get a toy. Well, actually, there's a rumor. There's a rumor, but I don't like the direction of the rumor. But his design is not very easy to do at a deluxe size, so put him down as an action figure that looks nice, perfectly fine. I don't know. There's got to be a market out there for them somewhere, because hey, apparently they're still selling because they're still making them. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try and guess what it is. If you like it, you like it. I just prefer something else. I prefer variety. All right, so Walmart also, as part of their Walmart Con thing, they also released all the stock images for the Legacy Beast Wars Deluxes, so all the repaints that I thought was going to be multi-packed. Nope, single-packed. We've seen all these before. There's nothing to really talk about. It's Night Prowler, it's Buzzsaw, it's Sandstorm. I'm really only interested in the Buzzsaw out of this. Also, why focus on the legs? Why? What photographer had a fetish for this? I don't know. It's a bizarre choice. I'm not really concerned with that. I thought what was interesting about this is, let's see, where was it really prominent? Oh yeah. So I don't think these are. Yeah, I can't get into that much bigger. So look to the right of Buzzsaw's chest. You see that marking there? You see that marking? All right, now look super close at the top crease of the box, and you'll note a very thin line. There's a bubble. They actually put a bubble back on the box. This actually makes me wonder if they're already calling it quits on this no window thing. Because like I had a whole video rant about why the no window was a bad call, and like I understand like reducing plastic is good, but but what you're really doing is just cheaping out, and you need to cut the crap. You're selling a plastic product. Saving a little bit of plastic in the packaging is not your goal. No, so this apparently has a window, which thank God. So hopefully that means the windowed packages are coming back, at least in the smaller sizes. I don't think we're gonna get that out of the. I don't think we're gonna get that out of the larger ones because they did show off. They also showed off the box for Dinobot Sludge, and it's a full sealed box. You can't see what you're getting. You can't see if there's parts missing. You can't see if the paint quality is good. You just get to see a nice picture. Granted, it's a nice picture of Sharkticons that never flew around. Well, I take that back. They did fly around like that a little bit. But he definitely never used any kind of mouth blaster. So, yeah. Hopefully for the smaller figures at the least, we're going to get the window on the box. Definitely needed. And then there's like the two like big drops. Like there's one that I could talk about forever. And then there's the leaked toy. So, yeah. I could only, like, when I say I could talk forever, I am talking about the BotBot Wave 6, and only because it's so weird, and there's so much to go through. There's so many things to go through. Like, if I just look at this picture, like, I immediately, like, my brain just kind of goes, like, I see a beaker, I see a wet floor sign, I see a dog chew bone, I see a toilet in, like, black light rainbow-ish thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, BotBots coming back along with the cartoon. This was supposed to be like, oh hey, BotBots are coming back just in time for the new cartoon. Except they're not. The pre-orders aren't filling for a year. They're dated like April 2023. That's gonna be a long time before we see this. I do like that they are doing vehicles now, so they are expanding it to like something that more resembles a full toy line. Kind of cool. I'm going to get the controller only because of this little red guy here, because the little red guy actually transforms into a tiny Dungeons & Dragons book, which you can see on this group shot. Also, if you missed it, that gun on the far right has a Kremzeek face. If they just call it Kremzeek, I will be so happy with that one. But yeah, the BotBots are just like hilarious to talk about. There's poop. There's literal poop. And then we have pet BotBots now. So BotBots that turn into like living things. And here's the weird thing. That means they're getting into things that Transformers actually turn into. Like here's a little rat that transforms. It ain't Rat Trap. Because by transform, it means it stands up on its hind legs. Two more legs come out ignoring its front legs. And then just like the little face appears underneath the head. It's not... It ain't Rat Trap by any stretch of the imagination. Hamster's kind of cute. Mean looking, but it's kind of cute. Also, I don't know how the poop transforms. I don't know how all of that crap gets out of the way. And then, like, it just goes on and on. There's a... Oh, where is it? There's a good shot of it. Like, you got this whirl-looking vacuum cleaner, which I think if that is, like, literally the thing, the whirl is the vacuum cleaner. Clever. We have a Cobra. We have a King Cobra, which is not something I ever found in a pet store. We have a Waffle. A transforming Waffle. Transforming Watermelon Wedge. Weird cosmic television. Oh, there's no close-up of it. Oh, people were showing me close-ups of some of these, and they're like, they get more bizarre. There's one that is just like, it's in the top of this one, but it's literally just a cat that opens up, and there's a Frankenstein robot monster inside. It's like the weirdest pretender thing ever, and it's got to be like super tiny, like a super tiny one. I don't know. I kind of dig the animal ones. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I would actually be down for a whole bunch of these little animal BotBots. The others are like all my other BotBot things. It's hit or miss. It's pick and choose. Definitely need the controller set though, because I actually like all the BotBots in that, and I need the D&D book. And then there's the one literally everyone on the planet has asked me about. Yes, I saw Blitz Wing. I am disgusted by how it was revealed. Hey, Hasbro, You know, your Transformer Tuesday thing where you showed off a whole bunch of stuff you knew the fans already knew about. You knew we already knew about it. You have the production samples presumably already. Just show the toy. Like, there's no point. There literally isn't any point when you're willing to show off BotBots over a year before their release. There's no point to hiding your figures like this for this long. If you know someone's going to leak it, beat them to the punch. Like, it's such a failure from their marketing team to like, and I know there's like a legal team as well. It's kind of bottle capping and like bottlenecking what they can announce and what they can reveal. You gotta figure this out, because like, we shouldn't be getting our information from someone who's buying stolen merchandise, and who knows if they're transforming it right, or who knows if they got an accurate copy that's actually representative of what we're buying at the store. We don't know that. It just, aside from this like damage it does to the reviewing community, it's also causing a lot of confusion. Blitzwing in particular caused a lot of confusion over if he's actually transformed correctly in this guy's review, because yeah, we're taking a look at this tank mode in particular, because look how far out that sticks. Look how far out that sticks. Like, that can't be right. Like, that just looks so wrong. Like, surely that can tuck away. Surely that has somewhere to go. It's not on a push. It's not on like a double hinge that could fold it away. It's on just like a swivel. It just flips around. And here's the scary thing. That's entirely cartoon accurate. That is entirely cartoon accurate, even down to the fact that it sticks out beyond the front of the tank. Go take a look. Go watch Triple Takeover. Go watch the scene where Blitzwing is in the road maze and starts crunching Autobots. Which, by the way, like, he absolutely murders Skids, Trax, Prowl, and I wanna say Blue Streak, but like, he like horrific amounts of damage to these Autobots. They should not be alive. They took less damage. Prowl took less damage dying in the 86 movie than he took from Blitzwing in that episode. And he walked away from that. So, yeah, this is entirely accurate. The jet mode is super sus. Again, I do think it's accurate. I do think it's the correct transformation. But there's just so much junk hanging underneath the wings. It's just that's where I go. Like, I can kind of go with the tank mode. I can kind of go with that, but what the jet mode is doing is just like more offensive to me. Like, look at this. Look how much tank junk is under there. I think even the G1 toy did a better job hiding it all. Like, why wouldn't you like make that fold up and like tuck under, tuck into the kibble better? Why wouldn't you like fold it out so it looked like a second set of wings or something? I don't know. Like, I feel like I feel like I have to go and play with it again, but I feel like the Titan Return figure was just so much more interesting to me, because it's not accurate, but they're trying to make the best jet and tank mode they can. I think they came up with a really, really nice figure out of it. But this is meant to be cartoon accurate, which again, I'm kind of down for. I did get the Legends version of that Titans Return Blitzwing, so I'm good on cartoon accurate. But I would really have liked to have seen this work a little bit better. I'm not going to make the, oh, third party did it better. Of course they did. They're charging $200 for their Blitzwings. And they Blitz, like, you technically have an unlimited budget for a third party figure, because you can just price it at whatever after the fact and just make your money off of it that way. Can't do that here. They have to stick to that $52.99 or whatever the retail price is going to be by the time Blitzwing comes out. What bugs me is that he is a Voyager Plus. So obviously, like, he is a little bit shorter than Prime, but he's way bulkier. That's the thing I want to get across. That Optimus Prime toy in that shot is a very scrawny Optimus Prime. It's complex. More complex than a Voyager typically is. But it is just, Voyager sized. you know, you're for that toy, you were paying for the big trailer he came with, and you're paying for how complex the figure is. By comparison, Blitzwing is a little bit shorter, but he's got so much more girth on him. He's especially in the back for all of his extra parts. He is a much beefier looking toy than Prime is. Appropriately so, by the way. Also, my fan fiction, my fan fiction right here, which I need to write part 3 of. But yeah, I'm of mixed feelings about the figure. Like, I do feel like it could have been done a little bit cleaner, even though this is, like, kind of going cartoon accurate, kind of going a little bit of toy element in it as well. It's, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to buy it at full price because it's Blitzwing, and I'm going to give it an honest chance. What are these stupid hands? What is up with the stupid hands? Okay, it's the Energon gimmick for the line. What is up with the stupid hands? I mean, this is where you really do need instructions, because, like, surely, like, surely where this thief plugs these things in, surely this is not, like, how this was intended to be. Surely not. It's got to be something more clever you can do with them. In the tank mode, where, yes, yeah, look, the thief just plugs them into the back of the tank mode. At least flip them around so the guns point forward, you moron! You don't realize that, like, you realize that, like, they don't always like Transformers just because they buy the toy early. They're really just out to get attention and, you know, get your ad revenue. You know that, right? You know that's the whole game to getting toys early. You know, you don't have to know what you're talking about. You don't have to be passionate for Transformers. You're just in it for a buck. Not that I'm accusing him of that. I just thought I'd point out that there's a side of it like that. But yes, I've seen Blitzwing. In ways, he looks really good. In ways, he looks really bad. Seriously, you couldn't do something better with him. You know what? I will take it, and I will give it a chance. Because, hey, it's my boy. And that is what I have for all of this. This went a lot longer than I thought. Probably because I shouldn't have gone on rants as often as I did. But, like, there was a lot to talk about here. And I had to get my thoughts out. So if you've stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching. I hope you gained something from this, even if it's just one man's opinion. And if you like what you saw, remember, I'm on Patreon, and the Patreon is definitely keeping the channel afloat right now. And it's super close to forcing me to watch Beast Machines and talk about that whole series. I'm looking forward to that. Or you can just hit like and subscribe on your way out. So, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we get some more news on these toys and start getting those into, like, actual collectors' hands soon. And we can all just talk about how weird the poop BotBot is. Not that we aren't already doing that. Guys, I am facing the most powerful enemy any YouTuber can face, the algorithm, and I need your help to defeat him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Every time you do, we attack that algorithm and we drive it back until it can no longer defeat this channel. Thank you very much.